What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 2. So after last episode, we picked up Miranda and Jacob's loyalty missions. It's about time we head into the galaxy and start recruiting the rest of these dossier missions. Now, remember I said after 5 missions, we're going to get sunk into another mandatory mission that we won't have a choice whether to go on or not. So we're not going to be planet scanning, because if you land on a planet to do a side quest, that does count as one of the 5. So for the next 5 missions, we're just going to be straight recruiting and loyalty mission. That's all we're going to do for the next 5 missions. We're obviously here in Dolan, right here, for the Recruit Tali mission. And we have no scanning to do here, so that works out perfectly. Alright, so Tali is on Haestrom. Formerly a Quarian colony, Haestrom was established to observe the phenomena on Dolan, the system's parent star. Dolan appeared to be unstable, with a high possibility of erupting prematurely into a red giant. Haestrom was lost to the Geth in 1896 CE. Soon after, all communication from the planet and its attendant space stations ceased. The Geth have shown no signs of treating Dolan as a threat over the past 3 centuries, other than establishing several space stations near it. Dolan's magnetic eruptions and solar output overwhelm most communications near it, and it is unclear how the Geth have compensated. Today, spy probe scans indicate extensive orbital construction around Haestrom, housing thousands of Geth platforms and an unknown number of Geth software mines. It is not known how many Geth are on the planet's surface. Spy probes face interference from Dolan, making remote scanning difficult. Resource estimations based on Geth mining, refining, and fabricating practices suggest that the planet has at least 20 more years of use before it is exhausted. Intelligence experts speculate that the Geth have not exploited all of their resources because they wish to keep some in reserve for repairs. Travel advisory. Haestrom is a Geth stronghold. Military spy drones using cutting-edge stealth technology are the only vehicles that have returned unharmed from Geth space. All civilian traffic is prohibited. So we're obviously not going to get any population here since it's all Geth. Who knows? Technically, the whole Geth mind is in every single place that they are, because it's all platform and server based. So potentially millions of Geth here. So tread carefully, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. We will take Miranda for this, and I think we'll give Grunt a run too. Bring out my new Krogan battering ram. I did level them up before we started the episode, so we don't need to go into anybody's stuff. They're all equipped and leveled up to where they can fully be. This planet actually has a pretty interesting gimmick on it, as you just saw in the cutscene.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tali is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable Geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Haestrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
Yeah, beware the sun. If you stand in the sun too long, it's going to nuke your shields out, and we don't have enough health to mess around with that, so when you get into the light right here, it's going to start dropping your shields. You want to get back into the shade immediately. And it actually works pretty well, considering this is an old game. It actually works pretty good. Like, as soon as you're in the shade, it stops. Like, you can get pretty close to the line, you see? Still good, still good, still good, still good, still good. And right across the line is where we start getting cooked. So it's actually very accurate, considering the technology that they had available. It's a pretty old game. I think this is like 2010, 2011. So the fact that this works as clean as it does is quite impressive technologically, actually. A lot of mechanics like that can be a little clunky. Oh, we know Tali's here. That's our confirmation. Unlock the gate. If Tali's here and there's Geth here nuking her squad, then we gotta move our asses. I obviously want Tali to live here. So right off rip here, I would recommend cutting to the right, getting high ground, and moving up as fast as you can to up here. They'll flank you a little, but in general, you're better off being on the high ground here and dealing with it from this side, because if you don't come get the high ground, they'll use it on you. You don't want that, obviously. If somebody has to get the high ground, it's better that it's us, right?
There we go.
There's a decent amount of shade here too, so. Now our teammates are gonna get long-dicked on this planet. Nothing we can do about that because of the sun mechanic. The AI doesn't work too good with the sun mechanic. Technology-wise, that's one downfall of this place, is your teammates will just stand in the sun. Or they'll do things like not attack or react to anything because they don't want to get burned to the sun. Like, Grunt's basically not even in this fight. And Miranda died, standing wherever she died. Even if we tell... He'll use abilities, I think, if we order him to. But he's not gonna come out of his hidey spot, though. Unfortunately. But we can still make it work. It's only certain parts of this mission that will reflect this. They will actually exist in other parts. I would love if that were the case, Rex, but... I almost called you Rex. I'd love if that was the case, Grunt, but you're not really doing anything for me right now. Now, let's take this opportunity to move up. Drink the meta gel. There is some goodies around here, like this.
I'll take it.
And there's some decent mineral deposits in boxes later on this mission, so we'll be thorough. You can hear that our Geth friend is still present. We want to go back up top. We don't want to take too many risks with the sun.
They're through my shield!
Check him and get straight across. Back into cover.
Right. I caught it.
Come on up here for me. Once you get to the end here, they'll stop spawning. I believe this is another situation of infinite spawns. I don't think they stop until you get to the end here.
One more.
We'll know when they're done, because that's when Miranda will stand up for us. Use that refined iridium. I don't think there's any... Yeah, you see how much of a nightmare this would have been coming down this way, right? You can afford to just look around now since all the Geth are dead, but this is how much it would have sucked if you had gone this way. Plus you get shot down on from the... Bad idea. Definitely take the high ground. It's like you would in real life, right? Nobody wants to fight on low ground in real life, but there's a reason for that. It sucks. Shooting up is hard, and you'd just be outflanked. And you're getting peppered by the sun with almost no cover. At least every, like, second step you have something to hide behind over there, right? Really, Miranda? You're gonna do me like that, huh? Okay, I might have to use a meta gel for her. She's gonna be insistent on not standing up. Really? She should stand up after this. There we go, she's up. Salvage the hunter. There's the Tempest. Unfortunately, that's going to switch out our companions, but...
Op 1, this is Squad Leader To Kal Reegar. Come in, over.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into Channel 617 Theta. We were on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
We were a small squad, dozen Marines plus the science team. We're down to half strength now. Made the synthetic bastards pay for it, though.
I bet they did.
What brought you this deep into
To Kal Reegar's a G.
space?
You're asking the wrong person, Shepard. I just point and shoot. Something about the sun.
I can respect that as a soldier.
Some kind of energy problem.
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of their patrol ships found us. Dropships started raining Geth down on our heads before we could get off-world. Systems under Geth control. We knew they made planetary sweeps periodically. We hoped going low emissions would hide us.
Do we have to worry about the Geth sending in reinforcements?
I don't think so. Their patrol ship hasn't lifted off again. The radiation blocks all off-world communication.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries supplies or shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Tali'Zorah at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tali out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep them off you.
You've got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tali yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Tali'Zorah. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
I respect the hell out of that. He's willing to die for it, too.
You're gonna throw your life away for research?
Negative. I'm gonna give my life for the migrant fleet all the difference in the world. I'm no tech expert, Shepard. I'm a Marine. They tell me to shoot. I shoot. They said to protect Tali and the data. You get them out safe. I've done my job.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of that.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in.
I would prefer they didn't die for no reason, though, so if we can get everybody out alive here, that's best in slot.
Crap, doorway's blocked.
Well, if they weren't dead, they are, because that fell on them.
The buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
That doorway being blocked is kind of funny when you can clearly see the path around it.
Shepard, I scanned the area located.
Video game shenanigans.
Quarian commander mentioned.
Be careful with the hunters. They suck. Yeah, hunters suck. They'll mess you up. Be careful with those. These regular Geth, not too big of a deal, but the hunters, very, very cautious of them. I guess while we run through this mission, one thing I'll catch you guys up on is if you've been watching my series for a while, even though I've been dealing with a bunch of different physical injuries from my gym sessions, I'm actually perfectly good now. I'm completely fine. I just managed to get a full dip workout in currently, so all my back and shoulder issues are finally cleared up. Wow. Focusing on chit-chat a little too much. Yeah, I love dips as a workout. Calisthenics in general is just fun. It's funny because, you know, they always talk about like being in the weight room and stuff, but calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, dips and all that stuff, that's a very good workout too. And one thing I'll say is, I've been working out for like 15, 20 years now, and I've never injured myself with calisthenics, but I've injured myself multiple times with weights. So if you're looking for longevity and you just want to be fit and strong and healthy, and you don't want to like tear some shit off the bone, definitely calisthenics. It's really hard to hurt yourself with your own body weight. Start getting rid of some of these. Getting a little too hefty for me here.
Affirmative.
Got it.
I'll put them down.
Oh no. That's a problem.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thank God his AI was a little derpy. Saved by the bell. That's what I was saying about the Geth Hunters. It's real easy for them to sneak up on you like that. If his AI was better and he decided to push that corner, my ass would have been grass right there.
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum.
She remembers.
Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
That's cool that she remembers how we got Liara out. This mission is actually pretty cool in general. There's a theory, and I think it's true, about the whole dark energy ending for Mass Effect 3 that was originally planned before some leaks. And this would set up literally the ending to the franchise. This mission would have been it. This would have been the setup for it. Everything going on Haestrom and the investigations here would have literally set up the finale of the entire series. So pay attention to this stuff. It doesn't turn out to be too relevant, because obviously they went with a different ending post-leak, but still. Prime is the issue, obviously. Shoot the big one first. Good job. Keep calling him Rex. Getting you mixed up with my favorite Krogan. I badly need ammo. They didn't drop any of it, huh? Oh boy.
Right.
Shield down.
He's a flamethrower. He's the problem. He's gonna stun you. He's gonna kill your teammates pretty quickly. Get him first. While my team looks at them and focuses that. We're gonna get the high ground.
That one hit.
Y'all got that guy? They do. Okay. Let's check out this Tali journal.
It's next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment. This sun shouldn't be like this. It was stable a few hundred years ago. Stars don't die that quickly.
Yeah, I guess I will go ahead and explain it just a little bit. So basically what's happening here is the dark energy in the world is kind of nuking all of the stars, right? So, like she said, stars shouldn't die as quickly as they're dying. Something is rapidly sucking out the energy from these things, and it's burning out solar systems. Obviously, when the sun of the system dies with it. All the planets will freeze over, well, at least the ones that aren't incinerated in the explosion. Like, the whole thing is gone. And the general theory, or the leak rather, for Mass Effect 3's ending was that every time somebody in the galaxy uses biotics, for example, and all the stuff that we do with mining and energy fueling Mass Effect drives, things like that, that all uses dark energy. And that dark energy obviously has to come from somewhere. It's not just appearing out of nowhere. And so when we're drawing on dark energy to power ourselves, biotics, ships, things like that, mass relays, that's basically destroying the galaxy. And obviously that needs to stop, and that was going to be the original Reaper's motivation. Supposedly, we'll never know if that's true, because it didn't come to fruition, but if that was the case, it would make perfect sense that this mission is here as a setup, right? This is a main mission, so it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
I got it.
Which is a pretty cool concept. I like what they did with the Reapers at the end, anyway. If that was what it was originally, I still like what they replaced it with, but interesting to think about, I think. I don't know, do you guys think that would have been better than what ended up happening with this series? Do you like the dark energy theory?
We're taking fire down here.
Mass Effect...
If we head left, we can flank them.
Mass Effect has been around for so long, there's actually a ton of theories about a whole bunch of stuff. The indoctrination theory is a real interesting one too. And I'll touch on that more inside Mass Effect 3, but that's another cool one. If you already have spoilers for the series, you can go ahead and look into that on your own time, because I think that one's pretty interesting as well.
Found a target.
The destroyer's cooked. Miranda did give solid advice on not to stay on the low ground, but we're so hunkered up there, we're fine, right? We have tons of cover. We get lit up like Christmas trees trying to cross, so actually don't mind sitting there for that one, but you could have come across here like she said. Head to the left, head up the stairs, and then we could have shot down on that. Would have made it easier, but it's not that difficult of an encounter anyways. You totally just sit there and hunker down. If anything, I'd like some thermal clips.
I've lost shield.
More than anything else. Thank God this doesn't damage your actual health bar. That would be too toxic. They dropped thermal clips. Should have just come this way instead of showing you guys the path. There we go. That's the part that keeps the Madoc viable, actually. Thanks for that, Grunt. The fact that just 3 thermal clip drops will top off your ammo completely. But yeah, you're telling me you couldn't just slide down here, right here, or just climb over it. It's like head height. I'm sure everybody
This
here
should
can do a
it.
pull-up.
I recommend we move clear.
I would recommend that too.
Moving.
Yeah, moving.
Going now.
Got it.
Got a little close, didn't I?
Got it.
With you.
Creepy looking thing.
Now what's this?
AR damages are
These buildings are
beautiful.
Quarian. This colony predates the Geth uprising.
Why do we care? Anyone choosing to come here should be on their own.
Good old grunt.
Our ancestors walked these halls with uncovered heads. The sun must have been normal back then. So much space, walls of stone. It's amazing. I wish my friends could see it. I wish Shepard were here.
And that is why Tali always gave me little sister vibes, right? You just want to take care of her, make sure she gets out alive.
Come in, base camp.
Okay, let's hit this first. Then we'll get back to Tali. Did I see my 3-prong yet? I am actually going to switch up my stuff too, because that made Miranda switch to the Tempest. I don't want that. You need to be on the Locust. It's vastly better.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Tali, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
It's crazy to see Tali as a commander here, dealing with the burdens of control. It's been, what, 2 years since Mass Effect 1, maybe a little bit more. So, at least she's like 20 years old now, because she's 18 inside Mass Effect 1, I believe. So that'll put her at 20 right now, maybe 21 at a push, if you count over the months, since we don't know when her birthday is, but 2021, having your own command and dealing with all this is kind of nuts.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. To Kal Reegar and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got to the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
What's this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer Geth shooting at us.
Would it help if I brought in the Normandy?
Doubtful. These buildings are centuries old. If you bring down heavy fire, this whole place could collapse on us.
We already saw some of that happen outside.
Is anyone else still with you, or are you alone out there?
Reegar had a team of Marines covering me when I ran for the observatory. At least some of them are still alive. I can hear them firing at the Geth outside.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the Geth and the console is damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see. Yes, I can do it. Here. Should be unlocked now. Be careful, Shepard, and please do what you can to keep Reegar alive.
Absolutely. Let's get everybody back with that warp ammo. I think that's it for upgrades in here. Yeah, it's just the weapons locker. Alright, let's go save our Quarian adopted sister. I know some people have a crush on her, and I can kind of understand it, right? She's like cutesy and stuff, but it's always been sister vibes to me.
Optical camouflage system.
Okay, so this part kind of also sucks. These drones are unlimited. The drones are only going to stop when we get to Prime.
Here goes. Enemy down. Nice.
This portion can be a little hard to advance through, but we're going to try. We're not actually going this way. It's just the opportunity presented itself to fight this guy on this side. We're actually not coming this way. We're going right. Just cover from the sun, right? But since this guy's just standing here like a potato, we'll take advantage of it. Fucking thing is chunky, huh? Now you're moving. Okay. Then we'll swing. That's not what I wanted you to do, Shepard. If you get in trouble like that, use your adrenaline rush. It'll get you back behind cover.
They're all mine.
One less. Yeah.
Asshole. Yeah, primes are chunky. They're even more dangerous in this one than they are in Mass Effect 1. Oh, that's a second. Come on.
Keep going.
They're all mine.
Get it, Grunt.
On the ground now. Just through my shield.
Okay, that's the prime's dead.
Engaging target.
There's only 2, so we're good now.
Weak.
Nice and easy. I love Grunt's shit talk during combat. It's just like, why do I care? Just die. Calling people weak. He's talking his shit. I do. I mean, I think I mentioned it in my Mass Effect 1 Let's Play, but I do wish we had Rex here. I do love the new companions, but I also wish there was an option to play with the OGs. I guess the reason there isn't is because if you had the option to play with the OG characters, like, who's picking Grunt? If you have the option to pick Rex, who's picking Grunt? Because I know I'm not. As much as I love Grunt. Rex is the king shit when it comes to Krogan. As far as I'm concerned, at least. 3, let's do. My C. 2 is right there.
Colossus.
Fine, that on foot's gonna be fun.
This is why I follow you, Shepard. Big things.
Well, there's not gonna be any lack of very large, dangerous enemies, Grunt. You're in luck.
Over here! Get to cover!
I love that little dink noise that gun makes.
Squad Leader To Kal Reegar, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived. I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Tali's inside over there. The Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The
That's
Geth
true
are near
enough.
platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, and one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
Yeah, a puncture in a suit for a Quarian is a death sentence, by the way. We're gonna ask him about that. Now, he has a lot of failsafes that he's gonna describe to us, but that could be a hell of a death sentence. Most Quarians on the frontline battlefield die of infection, not even from the fight itself.
How bad is your suit damage?
Combat SEALs clamped down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. The Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
Attaboy.
What can you tell me about the battlefield?
Right side's got a catwalk with a sniper perch. You could wreak some havoc from there, but none of my men made it past the Geth. The middle's got cover, but the damn Colossus has a clear shot at you the whole time, and you've got Geth coming in from both sides. The left gives you some cover from the Colossus, but your ass is hanging out for the Geth. That's how I got shot.
Right side balcony for me. I'm sure you all already figured that.
We need to get to Tali. Got any ideas?
Just one! I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger, and I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
We're not gonna have him risk his life, right? He's pretty cool, and Tali asked us to keep him alive, so as a favor to her, we're gonna make him take care of himself.
You've done enough, Reegar. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tali safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down!
I'm not
Couldn't
gonna
have said it
stand
better
there while
myself.
you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Keep us alive.
Ahead!
Yeah, I really like the way that Shepard said that. We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. That's almost exactly how I felt about Ashley Williams trying to sacrifice herself on Vermeer. It's a great way to say that, and you're already seeing how fucking obnoxious that thing is. We'll be out of its way here in a second, though.
Right on your ass!
Just clearing a little bit of the way.
Right there.
Alright, here's the deal. We need to get our asses up here.
Taking cover.
Taking cover!
Sometimes you gotta manhandle your team into cover. Good job. God, the tracking on that is strong. There goes Grun. Flank looks okay.
I've got no shield.
Oh, that's what happened to Grun. That's in the sun. That's my fault. I told him to go there.
You bet.
We'll plan B this here in a second. I just need to clear this walkway, then we'll go ahead and resurrect Grun.
Easy enough.
Damn it, man. Try and get this asshole to explode.
Affirmative.
That works. Thanks, Miranda.
Going to cover.
I want both the order on. Good. I'm coming with you, don't you worry about that. Move your asses.
Taking cover.
Yeah.
We got a perfect angle here on this guy. My teammates have mainly just there to watch our backs while we deal with this. I'll try to, although. Let's give him a taste. taste of that collector technology. Beautiful. Didn't like that noise from To Kal Reegar right there.
Understood.
Yeah.
Falling back up on me now. Take care of the last couple of Geth. We just want this iridium. Don't get ganked by the random Geth there, by the way. You will, if you die in this section, you will have to fight it all over again.
To keep more Geth from getting inside. There, that should do it.
Yeah, the sound of his fucking feet. It's like being in Jurassic Park. That called me for a second. I thought there was like a Colossus behind me. He's a chunky boy.
Just let me finish this download.
Credits. We'll take the pulse rifle. We're done fighting, so it doesn't matter that it's gonna take it from us. This thing is... That's how it shoots. You can put warp ammo on it, but it doesn't have a very big clip. It's okay. It's not really great. I wouldn't recommend it. I would stick with the Matic. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
A lot of Quarians lost their lives here. Was it worth it?
I don't know, Shepard. It wasn't my call. The Admiralty Board believed the information here was worth sacrificing all our lives for. I have to believe that they know what's best.
I didn't ask what some admiral thought. I asked what you thought.
A lot of people died here. Some of them were my friends. All of them were good at their jobs. That damn data better be worth it. The price was too high.
Glad to see she's still valuing people over product.
What can you tell me about your research here?
Haestrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase. But Haestrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
There's multiple ways you could interpret this. The Geth could be doing that to the sun, but it wouldn't really make sense for them to be doing that, since, like the read up on the planet said, they're kind of using this thing for resources and as a backup for repair resources. It wouldn't make sense that they were trying to blow their own planet out of the star system, right?
Whatever the reason, I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched the rest of my team die.
Gotta go.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Reegar, you made it.
Your old captain's as good as you said. Damn Colossus never stood a chance.
I'm better. You need a lift?
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here, Reegar.
Nah, the Geth didn't damage our ship. As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty Board and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
I will indeed. So, recruited Tali'Zorah for the team. Though loyal to Shepard, Tali'Zorah's antagonism towards Cerberus necessitates observation. Also sending recon units to examine Geth activities in case activities on Haestrom provoke action. We got the damage, the credits is what I'm mainly interested in. We got 69k out of that, which is pretty cool because when we finally get to Ilium, we're gonna have to spend a ton of money on upgrades, so I'm welcoming the credits. That'll be one of the good things about doing so many main missions first. We'll have plenty of money to spend when we get there.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Tali'Zorah. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
Hey, look, I like you, Jacob, but I'm on Tali's side here.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
In the meantime, you can tinker and tear apart that technology, see if you can find anything interesting.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Tali'Zorah the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember,
She's so
Shepard,
cool.
these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea. I'll be in engineering.
I love Tali.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to Edie.
And she's
Ship's
right.
new artificial intelligence.
Ooh, that's a sore spot for Quarian. The look back. She's right though, they did. The Rachni, the Thorians, all the stuff they did with Threshamores. She's right to remind us of that, but we haven't forgotten. Cerberus as a whole organization is actually quite scum. Which is why it makes it interesting that they had us work for them in this game. I'm actually really happy they did do that. Since we're a soldier, ordinarily you wouldn't have to worry about so many of these upgrades because if you're playing Vanguard, right, you have a shotgun and a heavy pistol, but you're mainly using the shotgun and your biotics. So when you play other classes, you wouldn't normally have to worry so much about all this stuff, but since we're playing a Vanguard, we have a whole lot to worry about.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Transfer request approved from the Admiralty Board of the Migrant Fleet. Commander Shepard, per Tali'Zorah Vasnima's request included with her data delivery from Haestrom, the Admiralty Board has approved her transfer to your command. She has been informed that additional duties to the Migrant Fleet may still be necessary on occasion, but has been given extended leeway to determine when her mission with you is considered complete. This choice was hers, but your role as de facto captain during her pilgrimage may have caused her to be more susceptible to your requests. The Admiralty Board trusts that you will treat your new crew member with the respect due an honored member of the fleet. Should any harm come to her due to negligence on your part, this board will take severe and appropriate action. Admiral Tali'Zorah, Migrant Fleet Admiralty Board. So that's her father, and he just not so subtly told us to take care of her or we're gonna have a world of trouble from the Quarians. Which is, I understand, right? I'm totally okay with that. So we've been going for 42 minutes, but now that we just did the main quest, we might actually have some people's loyalty missions to be able to be unlocked, so let's go make the rounds. Morning.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, updating crew dental records. All Cerberus personnel have cyanide capsules in molars. Primitive. Ocular nerve flashbangs harder to disarm. Anything else?
Okay.
I'll let you work.
So we don't have Mordens yet, but he did give us some valuable information on the way that Cerberus operates, right? Everybody has explosive cyanides in their heads, like the cyanide capsule in the tooth, and then they have an ocular flashbang, which will literally just blow their brain to pieces inside them. So, you remember when I said that I'm okay with turning that one guy into the council because he would never make it to trial? Stuff like that is exactly what I meant. He's dead either way as soon as we catch him.
It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... Ah, never mind.
How's things going with Edie?
Going well up here?
Shh.
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
It's always
I'm
listening.
always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know.
Well, they seem to be
That's
getting
it for
on
now.
good.
See you, Commander.
It's actually really satisfying to me to watch Edie and Joker interact with each other throughout the rest of this franchise. It gets pretty fun. They're a great dynamic duo. He's like the nerd with the crippled legs, and she's obviously a robot.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tali. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
She's great.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
My female intuition says she wants to be more than just good friends.
What makes you say that?
It's in her body language. How she turns to you when you enter the room. How she watches your every move. Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside.
Gilded
I wonder
cage.
what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
I'd be inclined to agree with that statement. It's the quality of somebody's character that's most important, right? You can be an asshole of any orientation or race.
Is there anything I should know?
Jack would like to see you down in her hidey hole on the engineering deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, so that sounds like we have Jack's personal quest. But before we head to Jack, I do want to swing by Garrus. But I suspect, since she didn't tell us about that, Garrus doesn't have his personal quest for us, but...
Weren't you originally
go talk to Jack. The beauty is, once you talk to the companion and get their loyalty quest, they don't have any dialogue for you until you complete it, so we don't have to run around and check people every so often once we get that stuff.
Need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Okay, so we just got Jack and Tali to talk
I'll be
to.
here if you need me.
Obviously, we're going to talk to Tali. Tali's an OG. She deserves all of our attention. We'll go get Jack's loyalty quest. I mean, the last time we talked to Jack, she tried to take a swing at us sexually, so this will be interesting, I'm sure. She'll keep doing that. I mean, she's not used to it, right? She just associates any kind of common interest that you might have with you trying to get into her pants. We definitely don't want to. I always typically play my Shepard pretty loyal. If I romance someone in Mass Effect 1, I don't romance anybody in Mass Effect 2, and vice versa. If I don't do it in 1, then I'll do it in 2, but...
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I do.
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the Illusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
And there you go, more dirty laundry in Cerberus' history, kidnapping children and torturing them, trying to pull out biotic abilities with survival situations. Sick fucks.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a
Kids should be immune to all this
There
shit.
was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
Yeah, we don't fuck with this. Children should be immune from everything. They should be allowed to go play in the woods with sticks and be kids, right? They shouldn't be forced to grow up too fast, and they certainly shouldn't be in some kind of situation like this. Torturing them on the off chance that they might get more go-go juice for humanity. And I'm sure if she had passed those tests and things hadn't gone the way they'd gone, she'd just be a Cerberus guy in a jumpsuit right now, right? She'd just be stomping boots and raiding outposts and doing all that shady Cerberus shit too. I'm sure there was plenty of brainwashing going on in there as well.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
You love the power they gave you.
They never gave me a choice.
Which is very important.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
And they were sick fucks too. Sold her into slavery. And whatever the hell using her means, I'm sure you can take the implications. So I hope they all ended up in a shallow grave that wasn't marked.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was.
Neither do I.
They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
We're about to make them feel a lot more stupid.
I'm gonna talk to the Illusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway.
We're still gonna talk to the Illusive man if we can.
I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Let's do it.
Attacking our allies is going to derail our mission.
I don't care about that at all. Even if it would, I'd still blow it to pieces.
Shut down after my
Everything we have for our mission is on board this ship.
We
We don't need some random torture base. Even if they did care, I'd still do it. Don't worry about that, Jack.
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
I don't. Let's go get it.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
No, you don't. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I'd do this for anybody, even if you weren't part of the mission and you told me about it and it was confirmable. I'd do the same shit.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
Indeed.
Danix cannons.
Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
And that's why we have the best engineers. I think these two would give Engineer Adams a run for their money from the original Normandy. They're Alliance engineers too, right? They probably went to the same kind of Q course.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Upgrades first things first.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
And the shield enhancements here are going to be super important because she's very, very correct there. First time we ran into the collector ship, it smoked the original Normandy, man. It cut it in half and spaced it instantly. We didn't even get a chance to react, and we had the best pilot and we still couldn't do shit. So all these upgrades, the more the better, right? Normandy shield upgrade. The rapidly oscillating kinetic obstructions of cyclonic barrier technology are added to the ship. This should help the ship survive blasts like those that destroyed the first Normandy. Absolutely. We'll yoink that immediately.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to
the
give the
dialogue
Normandy
option
an
by
edge over a
confirming that
collector
she
ship?
has no more upgrades.
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
More than enough.
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
Well, Tali, that's because they're not Cerberus engineers. Those two over there are Alliance engineers. They're just here for me, same as you.
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Always tinkering.
Have you got time to talk?
You don't have to worry about them, Tali. They're Alliance.
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Geth on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Reegar out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of two major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related to defense or needing immediate action. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
Have you heard any word about Kal Reegar? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery.
Glad to hear.
Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Reegar got out with a relatively minor infection.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not chomping at the bit to send data like that to a Cerberus vessel.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them.
Me and you both.
Doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
Although, some of them are still here. Garrus is on board if you want to go chit-chat to him about old times.
I caught some tension back on Freedom's Progress, and again when you first came aboard. What happened between Cerberus and the Quarians?
They attacked one of our ships, the Idena. It seems they were attempting to kill or control a young human biotic who was on the fleet. I don't really know the details. I do know that Cerberus made an enemy of the Quarian people.
You know, that does kind of make me wonder if that human biotic was anything to do with the same experiment Jack is involved in. Cleaning up dirty laundry, maybe? That does make me wonder about that, because why else would they raid to randomly kill a human biotic, right? If they had no connection to Cerberus in some way or another. And since we just found out that they were creating human biotics as children, and the facility has been decommissioned, maybe they're trying to clean up dirty laundry. Maybe that's how they knew about Jack being on the Purgatory in the first place, right? Maybe they already had their eyes on that.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
Of course. We'll be visiting you a lot more often, you can believe that. Alrighty guys, it's been like 56 minutes, so it's definitely time to wrap this one on up, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect 2. Don't forget to feed your fish. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.